YouTube, my name's Lance and welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Wow, what have we been up to this week? Look, it rained earlier in the week. The weather today is going to get up around 30 degrees C, maybe a little over, but fair chance there's going to be a storm this afternoon by the looks. So I'm in here at 6 o'clock Sunday morning, up the shed, just trying to get a few things sorted and a bit of filming done before the rain comes, because we got washed out last weekend, and so I'm trying to get a little bit ahead today if we can. I've been opening the shop up of a Saturday morning at Queensland Tractor Spares, and we weren't opening of a Saturday because we weren't making any money, it wasn't worth it. But coming up to Christmas, I've still got to pull the shop apart next door, and coming up to Christmas, sometimes sales pick up a bit, so I thought, oh, I'd go in there and do that. So I lose a day out of the weekend straight away, running the workshop. But anyway, the retail shop I should say. And yeah, sometimes we've opened it up and only made like $6 or $10, and in no way you can pay anyone to do that for you, so there'd be no money in it. So what we're doing now, just opening it up, and like it was $400 worth yesterday, so close enough. So that'll do, yeah. So see how we go. You notice I've got some bloody spectacles on. Hey, bloody handsome man. Yeah. Hey, you'll all want some now. Yeah, look, I went and got some new glasses. I wear glasses for driving. Well, I should wear them all the time, really. And I've been a bit of an old fart, and all you old blokes will know that as you get older and older, and you're looking for a crack or a machining mark or something, you find yourself walking to the door more often to try and get a bit of natural light on it. And I did the same. And for my computer at work I have a set of glasses that does my whole desk and the computer screen, and it's a good thing. And for the shed here I have some glasses, the big old heavy ones, and I should wear them all the time, but of course I don't, and I leave them places. And I've got a pair of dark brown ones that aren't bad for shed glasses. They're not good ones, but in the shed here somewhere, and you think I can find the bloody things. I don't know what I've done with them. And so I've got these ones on now, and I'm going to try and keep them on. They're bifocal. I don't think they're multifocal, they're bifocal. And they've got a thing in them that goes dark when you go outside in the sun, so you look like an old fart. And and they've also, they have the long distance for driving, so I can see way out. I can actually read the signs before I get to them. And, and the lower part, the up close bit, I can read the dash beautifully, and if I get a little sticker or something like that, I can read it anywhere from there to there, clear as you like. So they're a good thing. So I'm going to try and leave them on. We'll see how that goes. But look, so far I've had them on for 4 or 5 days, and I do forget they're on. And the only reason I remembered they were on, I looked in the viewfinder at the camera on the side there, and I thought, who's that old bastard? But anyway, that's how it goes. So this week I went to the scrappy. Actually, I have a water pump impeller to do on a International Farmall M water pump. Now, we got a brand new pump over for evaluation, and when it come over, the impeller had a crack in it. Whoever fitted it, pressed it on, they cracked the casting on the impeller, and so of course we couldn't sell it like that, and wasn't going to use it like that. So I got onto the supplier and they said, well, look, have it. If you can get it going, and you know, fix it up if you want to. They didn't want to send it back because we had to send it back overseas. And the water pumps now for the Farmalls, some of the American companies aren't making them anymore, which is where we're getting them from. And so even though we have some for sale, I think the A&I have one, or had one, I think they still have one. And but anyway, look, when you look at the impellers, the old impeller, the original impeller is a far more open design with bigger holes in it. So even though they come out of America, I wouldn't mind betting they come out of India or somewhere like that. I don't know, but anyway, that's a project I'm hoping to do. And for that I needed a bit of 4-inch stock to make the impeller. So Look at this fella, one of them's got a cut down here. So I trotted off down to my local steel merchant, and they've got all sorts of stuff, 1020, 1040, 4140, 306 stainless, 316 stainless, and aluminium, and I haven't seen any aluminum, but we do have quite a stock of aluminium. And I went down there the other day and I said, I'm looking for a bit of 4-inch round, and they said, what sort? 1040? And I said, look, have you got an offcut? What have you got? And they said, look, we've only got a few offcuts of 316 stainless. And then, would that do? And I said, that'd do bloody beautifully. And so, yeah. So it's 4 inches round, 2.1 inches thick, and 316. And I said, bloody oath. I said, that'll be the duck's nuts. And there was a few more on the wall, offcuts, and I said, what are you doing with them? Can I buy them too? And he said, yeah, the old man told me to chuck them in the bin and chuck them out. And I said, don't bloody do that. I said, tell us what you want for them. So they said, these bits here, is $5 all right? For the Christmas fund. And, he said, well, my old man will like $50. Well, $5 each in his pocket. So I said, $5 is just lovely for that. And I said, what else have you got while we're here? So on the 316, on the 4-inch, we got 3 pieces of that. 3-inch round 316, 2.6 inches long. We got 3 of them. One's 2.2, one's 2.5. We got another 4140 disc that's only 5/8 thick, 16mm, thereabouts. It's imperial stuff too for some reason. There was a little, another little stainless. It measured exactly 60mm, so it's a metric one. 60 by 41mm. Then a 3.8 OD, 2.8 ID, and 2.4 inches long. So that looks handy just looking at it, doesn't it? And then there's 4 pieces of 1040 offcuts, 3.5 inch OD, 2 inches long. So all in all, what is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 pieces there, and he says $50 sound good. And I said, that sounds bloody lovely. So works out less than $5 a piece. So good to have a win now and then, isn't it? So hopefully over the next short period of time, I'm going to do the impeller job and just see how we go with that. That's an interesting job. The impellers, there'll be a separate video on doing that, not on a stew probably, but I'll just see what happens. And it is an interesting job, and I've done the shafts before. The shaft in the end water pumps is made of 5/8 because it's an old imperial tractor, so it is 5/8. And I usually just go and buy a bit of 5/8 bright shaft, and that presses into the impeller nicely and gives you nice new surfaces. So that's a job I'm hoping to do this weekend. We'll see how we go. At the end of the stew this weekend, we do have a bit of machining. I've got the TE20 Fergie axle set up in the mill, and we're going to bore a hole in for a new bush. And you might remember I bought a couple of these Indian boring bars, and the idea of them was to I just felt, when you have your normal boring head and then you put your boring bar on, they often have a thin shank on them, and I just thought this would be more rigid. So I bought this one, which is a 35mm one, and I bought a 50mm one. And so I've just set it up, and I've just started making the initial cut, making sure I'm true and all that sort of thing. So we'll have a bit of machining this week. Where it's actually sitting on the table of the mill, it's my little Hare & Forbes HM48 mill, dovetail post at the back, not a round one. And where it sits, I had a bit of round 4140 with a hole in it. So I've sat the axle down on that facing this way, which is, it would be far easier if I could face it that way, but with the curve upwards. But you're not going onto a machined surface, you're going onto a rough cast surface. So when you clamped it, you'd be rocking around, and which is what I found. So So I've turned it the other way. Where they machined the hole originally, they have a machined surface at the back there. So we've sat that onto the 4140. The machine surface is sitting on the 4140, and that lets us do a run down through. This is the first time for using this type of boring bar. I've had them for a little while, but this was the job I had in my head for them, but how it goes we'll see. Nice little tungsten carbide cutter on them. That shouldn't be bad, I think. But look, time will tell. I just thought, as I said before, this is just number 3 Morse taper, which is what my little mill is, and I just thought that'd be a good solid way of doing it to have no chatter. So anyway, we'll see how we go with that. We'll get set up and we'll do a bit of a run. So alright, enough of me flapping my gums for this weekend. While we have the sun out, we're going to try and get a bit of good videoing done, and we'll flick over and we'll start milling out or boring out this front axle, eh? Well, this is our old shop, and we've had the electricians in to remove the lights and the power points and all that. I've been pulling all the sheets off. They want about $4,000 just to pull this down, so I thought I'd do it myself. And so we're working away at it. Insulation everywhere. I've got this wall unsheeted. The aircon's unplugged. I'm not real bloody pleased about that. Just soft, eh? But yeah, when we go into the warehouse, I've got all the different sorts of iron on pallets. So today, before it gets too hot, I'm actually going to hop up on the roof there and unscrew all the sheets up there. That'll come down from the top, and then once the insulation's out, I'll unscrew that's corrugated iron, colour bond, same as on the walls. So I'll unscrew that. So hopefully, if I don't have too many interruptions, by the end of the day I should have just a bare frame like this, and then I just have to work out how to get that down. Now, as you can see there, it's broad daylight, but just to give good light for filming, I went and bought a set of LED lights, work lights. So I felt some of the video was a little bit dark with the machining and it couldn't be seen properly. So what we're doing, we're just going to give this a try, give the lights a go. Just see how they go. If the video is any better because of it, I can put the camera in front of those lights and have them shining through from behind the camera. So whatever you can see in the camera should be nice and well lit. So anyway, we'll see. If it's up to shit, let me know. I'll turn the light sideways a bit. We'll work it out with this light, but it should give us easier to see video, I'm hoping. Alright, so we'll bring the mill down, little overhang as we can possibly get. I've got to watch this clearance here. We'll go down a little bit more. We're pretty good there, so we'll lock the dovetail at the back solid so we don't get any movement. So we're sitting on H1. Well, we'll just see what happens. Beautiful. certainly looking good. Let's hope the boring bar gives us clearance to go all the way. Very pleased with how rigid that is. There we go, all the way through. Doesn't look half bad. I probably could have got a bit better job out of there, I thought, but anyway. We'll pick the mill up and we'll have a bit of a measure. The finish would be determined on how fast I wind the handle down actually. We don't have auto down feed. Okay, we'll go and get a snap gauge and we'll see how we go. Okay, at this stage we'll just drop this snap gauge in. Measure him up. Just with the verniers, it's just preliminary at this stage. .021. We need 2.061, so we actually need 40 thou taken out. So I think what we'll do, I don't know how good this graduation is here, so what we'll do, we'll set a dial gauge up on the side here and we'll just go another 10 thou and we'll just see what happens. Well, I've just popped this out 10 thou, so that should give us 20 thou on the hole. Should be half of our finished cut. That's what the chips look like that are coming out of the cutter. Not a bad thing, I don't think. We'll bring a little bit of light up and we'll go again. So we'll get that up and have a look. It's looking alright. I just hand fed that a little bit slower. So we'll grab our snap gauge. Bring him through. Two, 3, 7. See if that matches with this. Yeah, there's a 2, 3, 4. That doesn't quite match, does it? Yep. I think we'll just redo this again, just to check it. Snap gauge is almost too big for this hole, but anyway. Yeah. Yep, so we've got to take this fella. Oh shit. We've got to move this out another. Well, we've got to go around 14 thou, so I'm sorry, 24 thou. So if we go about 12 on here, we should just be coming right for a press fit for that bush. I'll set it up again and away we go. That's the setup for doing the checking the travel this way. So I just put a dial gauge up onto the boring bar and move it out until it all adds up. We'll see if it adds up in the end. Okay, back down. This should be the final cut if I've got my act together. Lock the dovetail. Okay, we should be spot on there, I think. Finish is pretty good. Let's see if I can get in there. That bush has to go in there, but it's just a bit big yet. I must have buggered my measurements up somehow. Here's a look. That'll go in okay. So, job done. What I'm going to try and do is leave this cutter set up just for this job. They're only a cheap cutter, I can afford to do that. And we'll see how we go, eh? Alright, we'll go and put the bush in and show you the end result.